Hi, we continue our startup series. In the previous videos, we discussed in detail about how to validate ideas for any startup business. And then we move on to the next segment, which is how to make a business plan and why it is necessary to have a business plan before you actually start investing into the business. The business plan we discuss about how a business plan gives you details of the business and to give you a clear understanding of the various elements of a business before you go, because it will be can be a worse experience if you just go without preparation. So business plan is actually preparing you to go for and do a business, especially a startup. Now, in the business plan, in the previous video, we talk about the first element, which is objectives, overview and objectives, out of the total 8 categories that I mentioned, and how do I divide the business plan into the 8 different categories. The first one was the overview and objective we discussed in detail. The second item is product and services. So we understand in the objective, when we're defining the objectives, that we set out what is my objectives of the business, what I want to achieve, and how the customer will get what we will get from us from the new business. And once we place ourselves into the market, we are very clear that what we're going to bring. Now the next thing is the product and services that we are making our business for our business. What are these products and services? So I need to go into this section in more detail about the products and services which we are bringing. So I need to describe what is the product initially, what is going to do, what is its uses, what value it is bringing to the intended market. And then once you clear about the products, and then go to say what is the technical specification, how it is different from the other products available in the market, what competitive advantage do we have on the products. So unless we are bringing a purely generic product, which is very similar to every other product available in the market, we always have some kind of a different differentiation from the existing products. So highlight those technical details and give talk more about what is the competitive advantage with the versus the other products, similar products available in the market. So even the product, if it is generic, then there is something different that you're going to bring. So if you just simply, look, if the business is not startup, it's an existing business, then they may have different advantages. So for example, a chain of department stores, they may decide or they are selling already water bottles, drinking water bottles. So they may decide to come up with their own water bottle. So all they need to do is to just change the wrapper and put their own brand in. They don't need to compete anybody, because they will simply remove the other products, other brands from the store and put their own. So maybe they are selling the same price, they're selling the same thing, just the wrapper change, different name, and that's all they need to do, because who are walking customer into department store, they need water, they are indifferent from whatever is available, so they will just take what you bring. But a startup business doesn't have this advantage. So you need to come up with something different. So if the product is not different, product is completely same, then you need to at least have how do you sell differently. So maybe you have an advantage of making it with a lower cost, or have a selling ability which is not as expensive as the other one. So this is the competitive advantage you're creating by either, if not the technical detail of the technical specification of the product, then the way you create, develop, and sell to the market. So that's an advantage that you need to highlight at this stage. So describe the product, its values, its uses, and then say what is the technical specification that is making this product as somehow different. Then go to give a brief market scan. So compare yourself or your product with what is available in the market. It will give you also an idea that where do you stand, how tough the competition will be, and how much difficult it will be to penetrate in the market with the product that you have. So where do you place yourself? It will be good. I mean, I'm fine to have a SWOT analysis. We will talk in detail separately about the SWOT analysis because I have my own reservations on that. But at the moment, rather than go into SWOT, you just compare yourself with whatever available into the market. Just market scan and compare. Then the next thing we can do is to say how much time it will take to develop and bring the product to the market. This timeline is necessary for you because you are investing your time, effort, and money, and probably your partner or investor, who are bringing in more investment. So they need to know how much time it will take before you actually start selling it. The longer the time, the complicated it can be because you may run out of your funds, patience sometimes, and anything can happen. So if the smaller time, I'm not telling that you make it unrealistically small time. It should be realistic, but at least it will be clear right from the beginning how much time it will take. So everybody who's involved into the business, they have clear idea. They make up their mind. They know this much time it will take. So this is necessary to put this in. Then the next item will be to talk about how you will produce this product. So it's like if it is you develop manufacturing the product, then where the raw material will come, where the technical resource will come, how much do you have in your access, how you will make it happen. So sourcing is important, where the raw material comes, how much it will cost, how much time it will take to come. There is always a lead time, ordering lead time and transportation lead time. You need to consider all these aspects before you actually start purchasing the raw material. Or even if you're going for just a trading business, so bringing the finished product from the market and selling it, then still you need to know where it is coming because then you have a packaging problem, storing problem, transportation problem. So all these elements need to be calculated and clearly defined. What are you going to do? How are you sourcing this whole information? Technical resource can be a nightmare to obtain, to secure. So you need to know where these technical resources will come and how do you maintain them in a short run. Next item will be, when you know that what is the product details and everything, then you probably need to give how will you expand in future. So will the expansion will be just producing more quantity? Then do you have a capacity? What capacity you are utilizing now of the plant? Or if you are selling only the services, then how much capacity do you have? How much more you can take by yourself before you adding more partner, more helping hand into the business. So the capacity should be identified. So because when you're reaching close to the capacity, you need to have more resources to manage the expansion of the capacity. Or you probably can define that after a certain time, you will add more quality, more changes in the product. So you have a range of the different products. So like a soap, for example, that we are carrying, maybe you introduce after some time a different fragrance, the different sizes, etc. So this needs to be defined and then say how much time. Maybe after you're reaching certain sales quantity, or you just say that after this much time when you estimate this, if it is not tracking, maybe it is a good idea to bring a new variation in the product so that you keep market excited about your thing. In the last, not really the last, second last is then you need to identify ongoing challenges. The challenges could be how do you develop, maybe the plant have challenges, maybe the maintenance challenges will come in the plant. And if you are having the services only, the services of the staff movement, how do you control the staff movement and keep on coming and going? if this can be a break in the service, then how do you manage this service? This is necessary. This is all part and parcel of having a right product or services in place. The last item that you need to cover is what are the regulations. So maybe the patent, the trademark, copyright issues, list down all of them, because this is how you secure your product. If anybody can take your services and duplicate and sell to the market unless you make sure that you have a copyright at least, or trademark if there's a logo you have designed, or the patent if the product has a specific technical specification. Make sure you list down all these before you go into the market. In the next video, we will talk about the third element, but till then, this is Abdulaziz, Senior Partner, Business Consultancy, GetLink Group.